Hello, we are here today to see if you can pass the U.S. Naturalization Interview 2008 version. In this video, we will ask you 10 civics questions, 3 English reading sentences, 3 English writing sentences, and 6 vocabularies from the N400 application form. Remember, the USCIS officer will ask you up to 10 randomly chosen questions from the list of 100 civic questions. You must answer correctly 6 of the 10 questions to pass the civics test. And for the reading test, the USCIS officer will ask you to read up to 3 sentences. And you must read out loud 1 out of 3 sentences correctly to pass. And for the writing test, the officer will read up to 3 sentences aloud and ask you to write it on the tablet. You must write 1 sentence correctly to pass. The reading and writing sentences are based on the official USCIS vocabulary. So, let's start with the civics test. First, I will only ask you 10 questions without providing you the answers. Then, I will repeat the questions and provide the correct answers. And you can just provide 1 answer. First question. Who is in charge of the executive branch? Who is in charge of the executive branch? When was the Constitution written? When was the Constitution written? What is freedom of religion? What is freedom of religion? How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? What did the Declaration of Independence do? What did the Declaration of Independence do? Name your U.S. representative. Name your U.S. representative. What did Susan B. Anthony do? What did Susan B. Anthony do? If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? Name 1 branch or part of the government. Name 1 branch or part of the government. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Now, check your answers. Who is in charge of the executive branch? The President. The President. When was the Constitution written? 1787. 1787. What is freedom of religion? You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? 18 and older. 18 and older. What did the Declaration of Independence do? Announced our independence from Great Britain. Announced our independence from Great Britain. Name your U.S. representative. Answers will vary. Please check the link in description.
You will need to go to house.gov and type your zip code here. And type your address here to find your specific representative. Here we'll show you your U.S. representative.
What did Susan B. Anthony do? Fought for women's rights. Fought for women's rights. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The vice president. The vice president. Name one branch or part of the government. Congress. Congress. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson. Did you get at least 6 of the questions correct? If so, congratulations! You passed the civics test of the U.S. Citizenship Interview. Now, let's do the English reading and writing test. Read the sentence on the tablet in front of you, please. Now, listen carefully to this sentence that I'll say and write it down. Delaware was one of the first states of the United States. Delaware was one of the first states of the United States. Read the sentence on the tablet in front of you, please. Now, listen carefully to this sentence that I'll say and write it down. Adams was the second president. Adams was the second president. Read the sentence on the tablet in front of you, please. Now, listen carefully to this sentence that I'll say and write it down. Canada is to the north of the United States. Canada is to the north of the United States. Now, check your answers. What was one of the first states in the United States? Delaware was one of the first states of the United States. Who was the second president? Adams was the second president. What country is to the north of the United States? Canada is to the north of the United States. Did you read and write at least one sentence correctly? If so, congratulations! You passed the English reading and writing test of the U.S. Citizenship Interview. Now, I'm going to ask you 6 words from the N400 application to see if you understand what they mean. What does claim mean? Do you know what terrorist means? Do you know what habitual drunkard mean? Do you know what prison camp mean? Do you know what weapon mean? Do you know what bear arms mean? Now, check your answers. Claim mean? To state something without proof. Terrorist means a person who uses violence for political or religious purposes. Habitual drunkard mean? Someone who drinks too much alcohol regularly. Weapon mean? Knife or gun. Prison camp mean? A place to keep enemy soldiers or political prisoners. Bear arms mean? To own or use a gun. Comment or like below if you passed the U.S. Citizenship Interview in this video.